friends, welcome to Her Home and Harvest. My name is Alana if we haven't met before. Today I just wanted to share with you guys my peach harvest for this year. What I'm going to be showing you guys are Eva's Pride peaches and August Pride peaches. The Eva's Pride, I started harvesting those in May. Late June is when they're supposed to ripen, according to everything online and give or take the weather and all of that fun stuff. The August Pride are supposed to be mid-August. I'm recording this video on July 29th. A lot of gardeners in my area are saying that we just had weather this year that tricked these peaches and all of our fruit out here into thinking that the year started 4 weeks early. So I ended up harvesting the majority of the Eva's Pride peaches at the end of May, and I harvested the majority of the August Pride peaches in the middle to end of July. Both trees obviously produced great. I'm going to put up video while I'm doing this. I'm going through the pros and cons here so you can see just what it looked like when I was picking everything. But straight off the tree, these were very beautiful peaches. I struggled a lot with birds this year on all of my trees. My apples, my pluots, my peaches, everything struggled with birds this year. So I eventually had to net my trees, which worked really well. So unfortunately, I lost a lot more of my Eva's Pride peaches to birds than I did my August Pride peaches. The difference is, I figured I'd go over with you guys, starting with the Eva's Pride because those came first. I would probably say Eva's Pride are my favorite, which could be because it's the first fruit that comes out in my backyard garden, and I'm just like really excited about it. But the reason I would say the Eva's Pride are my favorite is because I like to eat peaches plain. I enjoy having them cooked into things and put into smoothies and things like that, but I really like just eating a peach. And the Eva's Pride peaches, I preferred the flavor and the texture of the skin. The flavor of the Eva's Pride peach is kind of sweet and tart. I personally don't like fruit that's just all sweet. So I think the Eva's Pride have a little bit more tart, complex flavor than the August Pride. The August Pride still has that, it's just they're a bit more sweet, which would probably mean most people would prefer the August Pride as far as flavor goes. The skin of the Eva's Pride peach had a lot less fuzz. Every year I've gotten peaches off of these trees, the August Pride have been like crazy fuzzy and the Eva's Pride aren't. Not a big deal if you're peeling them and putting them in a recipe. If you like to just bite into a juicy peach, I liked the Eva's Pride because it just is a little less weird on my tongue. Another thing I would say though, as maybe a downside to the Eva's Pride, was that when you look up online, it says that they're a freestone or a semi-freestone, some people will say. But my experience so far with every year I've gotten these Eva's Pride peaches is that they're pretty much a clingstone. They don't really come off of the pit, like at all. There's no big deal at all when you're just eating it like an apple. Who cares that it's clinging to the pit? The August Pride peach, the pit falls off so easy. I mean, easier than any peach I've ever gotten in the store. The August Pride peach just came right off the pit. No problem at all. So if you're going to be doing like canning recipes or making things like cobbler and putting them in smoothies, things where you're going to have to cut stuff up a lot, I definitely prefer the August Pride for those. For the Eva's Pride, I did actually keep a 1.5 pound bag in the freezer of the pits and the peels because I heard that you can make jelly out of the pits and the peels, and I'm going to give that a shot. And because you lost so much fruit on the pit. One more thing I'd say is that if you look at these are my frozen bags. So there's a pretty significant difference. The August Pride are definitely prettier on the inside. I don't know if that matters to you. I don't know if it matters to me, but it was fun to cut these open and just see how gorgeous they were. Now let's get into how much I got. I got well over 150 peaches. I thinned off well over 200 peaches from these trees. So I'm not gonna try to keep track of how many I got, but I'm gonna keep track of the weight. So this is how much I got for Eva's Pride peaches in weight, and this is how much I got for August Pride peaches in weight. Now that the peaches have all been picked, I went ahead and just kind of like pruned the tops off of the trees, just that summer pruning to check that height, because these are young fruit trees and I want to keep them short because you guys can't really tell on camera, but I'm 5'1", so I need to be able to reach these things. They're growing on a hill, so I need to use a ladder. Terrifying to use a ladder on my hill. Not gonna do it. So I need to keep these trees short. And I will prune them again in the winter, but I just gave them a big right off the top. And I may do that again before summer's over, because here in Southern California, our growing season goes really long and it's only the end of July now. So I might have to prune them again, maybe in September, early mid-September, we'll see. So there you guys have it. That is my kind of summary of my peach endeavor for this year. I hope that you will subscribe so you can see the harvest that I'm going to get throughout the summer, and then next year my plan is to do the same thing, and so I can track what I'm getting off these trees, and we'll see what I get in 2023 and how it compares to this year. I've heard a lot of people say this year was their bumper crop year for stone fruit, so I have no clue if next year's going to be better or worse. I hope it'll be better because, like I said, they're younger trees, but we shall see. If you guys like this video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. It helps encourage other people to watch this video. If you saw something that didn't quite make sense to you or you didn't agree with, leave it in the comments because I'm still new to this. I've only been growing fruit trees since 2020. So, I mean, I grew up with them a little bit here and there, but didn't really know too much about it. So if you know something, little tips and tricks, I'd love to hear them. So please leave a comment and I'll be sure to comment back to you guys. So once again, thank you, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Bye.